Both England and Fiji fight their way out of the pool stages and find each other in a World Cup quarter-final. Both teams have named very strong starting 15s in what could be a massive banana skin for England, and many might even have Fiji favourites going into this game. Me, for one, I think the Fijians could cause a big upset in this game. They did it less than 2 months ago, back in August, and they'll be looked to doing it again. Looking at the teams, Steve Borthwick has stayed consistent in his front row with Genge, George and Dan Cole. Dan Cole being the more experienced veteran in the side. Does he deserve his spot? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments. Look, I feel like Stewart or Carl Sinclair would be a better option, but clearly Steve Borthwick has his reasons for Dan Cole starting. Fijians have gone with Maui and Taghi on the loose head and then tight head. And then there's a hooker in which I don't recognise the name of, so do let me know if you know anything about him. Sam Matavesi has been relegated to the bench. Look, I'm unsure for the reason behind this particular selection, as I thought Matavesi was doing very, very well. Into the second rows, you have Itoje and Chessum against Nasila Sila and Albert Tuasui. Albert Tuasui is one of my favourite players to watch. Amazing ball carrier, and I think he'll be a real problem for that English defence. Itoje will be looking to disrupt the line out. I think it's going to be a massive area in which England should target. They can't let the Fijians get in their flow, especially with their dangerous and lethal back line. Moving into the back rows, two solid back rows. England have gone with Laws, Curry and Earl. Look, that's the back row in which Steve Borthwick massively favours. You've got the balance of Courtney Laws and his ability at the line out with the power of Tom Curry, and then the sort of mix and match of both of those two attributes, with Ben Earl being able to add some pace onto the ball, and also he's good over it as well. Look, he's very green when it comes to the international level, but he'll be looking to transfer his club form and some of the form that he showed in the pool stages into this game. Taghi Talivalu is at the blind side for Fiji, with Bottia at open side and Mata at number 8. Look, that is a phenomenal 7-8 combination, with Taghi Talivalu not being someone to overlook, but the Bottia and Mata combination is one in which England should really be careful of. They have to resource the rucks impeccably, otherwise Bottia will swoop onto that ball like a bird out of the sky, and just you will have no ball. You will literally have no ball if you don't man mark Lavani Bottia. Mata will add some power at number 8, ball carrying relentlessly throughout the game. In terms of the back line, Mitchell partners Farrell, with George Ford being relegated from the starting 15. A lot of fans won't be happy with that. Steve Borthwick definitely favours Owen Farrell. Look, Farrell's a test match centurion. He's a quality international, but many people will favour the fact that George Ford has had the continuity of game time that Owen unfortunately hasn't been able to have due to his ban. The Fijians go with Frank Lamani and Botitu at fly half, obviously still feeling the impact of the loss of Caleb Muntz a couple, 4 to 6 weeks ago. Moving into the centres, Tuolangi and Marchant partner each other. I'm very happy with this, in my opinion. I think this is what needed to happen. Look, play players where they should be played, play them at their club positions, and Tuolangi and Marchant offer some good complements to each other. Tuolangi with the power up the middle, and then Joe Marchant with the additional element of pace. Now, if you thought those were two good centres, let me introduce you to the Fijian centres. Tuisova, inside centre, and then Naya Salevu at number 13. Absolutely lethal combination. Look, it's probably just the England centre partnership, but probably about 50% better. The extra power of Tuisova, and then the finesse, the skills, and everything in between with Naya Salevu. Moving into the back three, Elliot Daly comes in on the left wing. Still no room for Henry Arundel, and then Johnny May on the right wing. Both of these two players have been around a long time at the international level. Some people definitely believe they're past it, but we'll have to wait and see. Randrandra and Habosi are the wingers for Fiji. Randrandra coming back into the starting 15 and will look to make up for the slight mistake he made against Wales at the end of the game, but Randrandra's had a good World Cup and will look to make an impact in this game. At fullback, we have Marcus Smith for England and Drassi for Fiji. The Fijian number 15, definitely more experienced in the position than Marcus Smith. Look, if you're asking for my non-professional opinion and just my casual opinion, why are we doing this? Like, simple as that. Don't play someone for their first ever appearance at fullback, first ever start at fullback in a World Cup quarter-final when they're about 5'2". And look, Marcus Smith, all the skills in the world, phenomenal fly half. I can see him being the future of English rugby, but don't put him at fullback. Not when you've got a world-class or at least international level fullback in Freddie Stewart, who has been the cornerstone of this English team. for a good little while now. So look, confused about the selection. You don't make these huge calls in World Cups quarterfinals with players that have never played in positions when you've already got players that have played there before. Look, I personally don't see it, but look, best luck to both teams. Two solid starting 15s, and look, Marcus Smith could cause a lot of problems offensively for Fiji with his brilliant attacking skills, but when it comes to the high balls, he's just simply not well versed enough at the international level, in my opinion. The English bench consists of Dan, Marler, Sinclair, Martin, Billy V, Kerr, and Ford and Lawrence. Some really strong players in there to come off. Lawrence will be looking to come back into the centres. Also, you could probably cover wing, or if Tuolangi was to get injured, you'd probably see Marchant go to the. Sorry, if you were to see May get injured, you'd probably see Marchant go to the wing, and then Lawrence come in the centres, and then George Ford and Danny Kerr are the half-backs. Kerr looking to add some pace to the game potentially late on, and then George Ford bringing his excellent game management. The bookies predict England by 7, which is potentially a crazy prediction considering the fact that Fiji beat England by 8 points last time out, and Fiji have had a very good pool stage, barring the obvious loss to Portugal. The previous game, Fiji won by 30 points to 22 in what was a phenomenal performance by them. Look, they really dominated England that day. It was wet and windy at points, but they definitely showed their quality and class to prevail. My prediction, I can definitely see Fiji coming away with the win. I predict England to come away with the victory via the boot of Owen Farrell, sort of same way as a boxer would use a jab in boxing. England need to use the boot of Owen Farrell to keep Fiji at arm's range and keep them away from their potentially very lethal counter-attack. We saw Samoa nearly tear England apart in the last couple seconds of the game, and we can't afford to let Fiji in with the same opportunity. Should be a good watch. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who's going to win and by what margin? I'll reply to all the comments as always. But thank you very much for watching.